Pokemon Yellow. As a child, this game gave me such untold hours of joy. I have a nostalgia boner just thinking about the times I had playing it. But after playing through this game again, I can once again see all the attributes which led to it becoming an instant classic. Its blend of great gameplay, addictive collection elements, music which suits and changes with its environment, as well as it being one of the most simple games to pick up and play for adults and especially children, which was, of course, its target demographic, led to it becoming easily one of the greatest games on the Game Boy. Maybe even of all time. Think of Pokemon Yellow as Pokemon Red and Blue with a slight anime twist. Mainly because that's what it is. After the success of the original game, which led to the anime, this was released as a sort of tribute to the original game, with anime elements, such as your starter Pokemon being Pikachu, the inclusion of, well, characters such as Jessie and James, and being able to collect all three of the original starter Pokemon. Now, these were the only real inclusions of the anime which added to the original game. Well, of course, there was the locations and availability of certain Pokemon that were modified, but looking at this game, it does seem like a cash-in by the creators Game Freak, yet it does add just enough to feel like a worthy addition to the series. Today we're here to review this game, seeing as though I just Let's Played it, so without further ado, let's begin with the gameplay. I'm just going to come outright and say this. The gameplay for Pokemon Yellow, and Pokemon in general, is fantastic. The turn-based rock-paper-scissors type gameplay has gone down in video game history. When I say rock-paper-scissors type gameplay, I mean if you have a type advantage, then you will win, and vice versa. However, usually this is actually down to the individual stats of the Pokemon. Anywho, the genius of Pokemon's gameplay is in its simplicity. It is so simple to just pick up and play for adults, children, anyone. There's no wonder the popularity it received was so great. The simple combination of addicting collection elements, battling through the land of Kanto to build your arsenal of Pokemon to take down the 8 gyms and the Elite Four, as well as the pure enjoyment you can have battling and trading with close friends, really made this game great. If I had any problems with the gameplay, the only thing I could possibly say is the basicness of the AI. Yes, I know the game was aimed for children, but the AI is so lackluster that I could take down the whole game with a single Pokemon when I was 7. It's obvious that the Pokemon games released now have a more refined style of AI. But that's obvious. The complexity of AI has obviously become more complex through time. However, the gameplay is still fantastic and truly still addicting nowadays. I believe I should give the gameplay, and I will actually give the gameplay, a 9.6 out of 10. Now I'm going to critique the graphics in the light I would have given it in the era it was released. Now for an early Game Boy game, you can't really critique the graphics. Yellow enhanced the looks of the sprites, making them look mostly more impressive than in the previous games, and some of the Pokemon's moves are truly awesome to see nowadays. The overworld is perfect in its look, and I love how playing on a Game Boy Color that the colours of the town change with the name, such as Viridian City being green and Lavender Town being purple. My only problem with the graphics is that the black sprites are still reused from Pokemon Green, and they do start to seem really ugly. But apart from quite a few ugly back sprites, the graphics are impressive for the system and the era. The graphics get a 9.3 out of 10. Oh, the music! Oh, this is why the game is so awesome. The music changes and suits each area you go in. The music truly shows mastery. The creepiness of the Lavender Town theme and the pure nostalgia of the Pallet Town theme are just two great soundtracks in this OST. The only downside to the music is that some of the Pokemon cries sound like an Atari 2600 being beaten to death by a cactus. But the actual music is superb, fantastic, and a masterpiece, especially for a handheld game. The music gets an 8.9 out of 10. You can really tell that the game is aimed towards children. The plot isn't bad, because, well, basically, it's just the bare basics of a plot. Catch them all, defeat the 8 gyms, defeat the evil team, defeat the Elite Four. A very basic plot, but Pokemon isn't a game known for its plot. It's great gameplay that it's known for. The plot gets a 7.2 out of 10. You know, there's no real wonder why many people think the first generation is the best. I love the design for this world, and every town feels different. It's fantastic the amount of exploration there is. The standalone caves where you can find legendary Pokemon always feel different and exciting. The only thing is, man, do the people of this world get cranky when they're thirsty. At least 2 times in this game I'm blocked off from going into a new area because someone's 30. Jeez, lighten up, guys! Overall, the level design is amazing, and the world feels so grand for the little amount of space available on the cartridge. The level design gets an 8.7 out of 10. Overall, this game is amazing. If you have a working Game Boy and you can find this game on eBay, I envy you. This game is fantastic and deserves to be played by everyone. Just don't expect the plot to be anything fantastic. This game is just pure entertainment, and it's no wonder it's gone down as one of the best games and franchises in video game history. Pokemon Yellow gets an 8.8 out of 10.